Hello, fellow humans. Chris here again. So today, I wanted to talk very briefly about an incident that happened today at the Olympic trials in Oregon. So I don't really follow sports too much, not nearly as much as I used to, but I have been kind of passively watching the Olympic trials this last couple weeks. And today, an incident happened. Gwen Berry, who is an activist athlete in the hammer throw. She won third place qualifying for the Olympics, and typically every evening of the Olympic trials, they've done a rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem, but they have been doing it at 5:20, and unlike the actual Olympics, where the winners stand up on a podium, they don't play the national anthem for the athletes on the podium when they win, when they get their recognition for making it to the Olympics. For whatever reason, today the national anthem didn't play until 5:25, which was when Gwen Berry, along with the other two who got first and second, were on the podium getting recognized. And Gwen Berry is an activist athlete who has been known in the past to make stands like what happened today, much for the same reason that we've heard of other athletes in the past. Colin Kaepernick, for one, for the police brutality and the systemic racism that exists towards blacks in this country. So, Gwen Berry, who was not expecting the national anthem to go off, was suddenly in a position to kind of be, as she put it, blindsided, and she felt that she was set up. The national anthem went off, so she turned around, faced the other direction. I know this is something that has happened before, so this isn't really anything new, but of course there probably is going to be a discussion of some sort about whether somebody like this should be representing their country in the Olympics. It is somewhat of a unique situation with the Olympics specifically because you are representing your country, and there's a perception that you're disrespecting the flag, and so why are you competing to represent your country if you're not even going to represent your flag? As a almost 17-year veteran myself of the military, I can say that I'm somebody who in my capacity in serving the country, I don't have freedom of speech. I am the property of the government to a certain extent. That's why I don't really talk about specifics of my job while I'm doing my videos here. I have specific rules that I have to follow when I'm on the job when it comes to saluting the flag. However, having said that, I'm a very big believer in the Constitution, and freedom of speech, freedom of expression is an element of freedom of speech in the First Amendment. And I find it ironic, and I've said this before, it's come up in other times, you hear the discussion, people died for your right to say that. And it's sort of the context of you shouldn't say that because somebody died for your right to say that. It's a little ironic to me, and I don't quite get the logic there. If our country is founded on the idea of freedom and free speech, free expression, the idea of banning somebody for practicing that freedom seems pretty hypocritical, pretty bad. Even if that expression is at the so-called disrespect towards the flag, I think that's a pretty big test of a country's true belief in that freedom of speech. If they're going to choose to disqualify somebody for practicing that freedom. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. I'll be catching up with y'all again real soon. Have a great rest of your day, and remember, don't be afraid to question the consensus.